Assalamu alaikum everyone, and welcome to Na'na'a School, where we teach you different topics and subjects and explain them clearly and simply. Think of us as the YouTube version of your favorite professor without the 8 a.m. lectures. In this series of videos, I'll be teaching you human resource management. The textbook or reference that I'm using will be linked in the description box below if you want to check it. In this video, I'll give you an introduction to human resource management. So before we dive into understanding the human resource management, we need to know what an organization is. So it's important to understand what is an organization. Simply, an organization, you could think of it as a group of people with formally assigned roles who work together to achieve an organization goal. They each have a specific role. Or as I like to call it, a place where you get paid to work in a group project, but forever. So obviously the person who monitors or manages the organization, we call it, yes, of course, a manager. I know you know it. It's an obvious thing. However, you could think of him or her as a group project leader who actually makes sure everyone does their part. So anyway, we can define a manager as someone who is responsible for accomplishing the organization goals. So he's responsible for accomplishing these goals, okay? And who does so by managing the efforts of the people. But you might ask, how does the manager manage? So there is basically 5 basic functions. The manager can manage through the 5 basic functions. First, we have planning. The planning is like establishing goals, standards, rules, and etc. Second, we have organizing, like giving each subordinate specific task to perform. Or establishing departments and delegating authority to people, and so on. Third, we have staffing, and basically this is the most critical role that relate to human resource, not the management in general. But the staffing is about determining the type of people to hire, selecting employees, and so on. Now we have the leading function. Leading is about maintaining morals and motivating subordinates, okay? And then we have the controlling part. Controlling function is about setting quality standards or success metrics, like a specific sales amount, to comparing the actual performance of people with the targeted and taking corrective actions whenever needed. Now we've known what is an organization is. So, and we know that the one who manages it, we call it a manager, an obvious thing. But one more thing to note: if someone randomly asks you, what is the management process, you can define it as the 5 basic functions. These 5 basic functions of planning, organizing, staffing, and leading and controlling. Okay. So, how can we relate these definitions to human resource management? First, let's talk about the title. We have the human resource, i.e., it's about, yes, the people, right? The people are working in the organization. And now we have the management part. The management part is about the management process that I've told you, the management process and these 5 functions. So in simpler terms, doing the 5 functions to the people of the organization is what is human resource basically is. Okay, a scientific definition would be the process of acquiring, training, appraising, and compensating employees and attending to their labor relations, health and safety, and fairness concerns. Therefore, the topics we will discuss in the coming videos should give you an understanding of what concepts and techniques every human resource manager need to know and to perform. For example, conducting job analysis, managing wages and salaries, building employee relations and engagement, and so on. Okay, but we need to know one more important thing. Currently, human resource management has become more challenging and strategic, not like what it used to be in the past, and that is due to new trends that have appeared, make it more strategic and challenging. Uh, these trends, like workforce demographics, they've changed. New generations are now part of the job market, so the human resource manager needs to consider these. Also, the globalization. Even simple facts like the increase of remote jobs and service jobs, all of these are considering an important factors that contribute to the challenge that the HR manager needs to face. And all of these transform human resource management into a more strategic role and act as a burden for human resource managers. Human resource managers nowadays need to exhibit specific qualities. One, leadership and negotiation, i.e., the ability to contribute directly to initiatives and processes within the organization. Okay, and secondly, business acumen, to contribute to the organization's strategic plan. They need to know the businesses, the external environment, the internal environment, and so on. We'll dive into these in the coming video. Don't worry. And thirdly, they have to exhibit relationship management. In other words, the ability to manage interactions and conflicts within the organization. They also need to provide consultation to guide organizational stakeholders. And they have to have communication skills. Communication skills, the ability to effectively communicate and exchange information with the organization stakeholders. Bearing in mind that the stakeholders could be the employees, could be the shareholders, and could be the suppliers and so on. Okay, it could be the department managers and so on. So stakeholders encompasses more than the normal shareholder concept. So 6, critical evaluation. They have to have critical evaluation. In other words, the ability to interpret information to make business decisions and recommendations. So to summarize the topic, I've defined what is organization is, and the manager obviously will manage the organization, and the management process, and the human resource management. I've also talked about how current trends have made human resource management more strategic and challenging, and what qualities need to be in the new human resource manager. So I hope you benefit from this video and understood the concept stated previously. I hope I simplified and clarified the topic for you. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to comment below. I'll answer your question. And don't forget to like and subscribe the channel and share the video with others to benefit too. Thank you for your time, and see you in the next video. Bye.